Have you ever thought that dating was merely a set of rules, something like a board game with predetermined moves? Well, it's time to shake off that misconception, because dating is much more. It's a complex art form where only the truly wise and bold can excel. Today, we're not just going through the motions. We're rewriting the playbook with 10 revolutionary strategies that will turn the dating world on its head and drive women absolutely crazy. These are not mere tricks or shallow tactics. Instead, they're deeply grounded in Stoic philosophy, focusing on self-mastery, confidence, and the subtle art of attraction. Each strategy is designed to boost your dating prowess, helping you attract and keep phenomenal women without breaking a sweat. Ready to step into the arena as a more composed and magnetic man? Let's dive into these transformative insights. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to get more empowering content that will revolutionize your approach to life and love. Now, let's begin. Number 1. The Selective Expert. Let's face it, being knowledgeable is incredibly attractive, but acting like you know everything can be a major turnoff. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters, and in this case, it's about cultivating a deep understanding of subjects that genuinely interest you, while maintaining a humble and open mind. The key to captivating women's attention is mastering a few areas of passion, yet remaining curious and willing to learn about the rest. Find topics that light a spark in you, whether it's ancient philosophy, psychology, or even the complexities of astronomy. Dive deep into these subjects, consuming books, articles, and discussions that expand your knowledge. But here's the Stoic twist. You don't flaunt your expertise as a way to boost your ego. Instead, your knowledge should flow naturally into conversations, making you a source of intrigue rather than someone who simply dominates the discussion. When you engage in conversations with women, share your excitement about what you've learned, but avoid sounding like a lecture. Women are drawn to men who can have stimulating conversations that feel like a genuine exchange of ideas. Ask her questions, get her input, and connect the conversation to her own experiences. For example, if you're talking about a philosophical idea, ask her how she feels about it, or if it relates to any of her past experiences. This creates a dynamic interaction where both of you contribute, making her feel more involved and valued. The true power move comes from your ability to listen and learn in areas you're less familiar with. When she brings up a topic you don't know much about, show genuine curiosity and ask insightful questions. This makes you a humble learner, which is a hallmark of Stoicism, knowing that there's always room to grow and improve. People naturally love to share what they know, and by being an attentive listener, you make her feel heard and appreciated. What makes this approach so powerful is that you're not just throwing around facts, you're offering fresh perspectives with a deep sense of curiosity. Your ability to ask the right questions and engage in thoughtful dialogue will make her feel intellectually stimulated. Women are often drawn to men who aren't just knowledgeable, but also self-aware enough to seek wisdom from others. This blend of knowledge and humility is a winning combination that drives women crazy in a good way. In the end, the Stoic savant doesn't need to impress with endless facts. Instead, he impresses with his ability to make meaningful connections, to engage with curiosity, and to leave a lasting impression through thoughtful, intelligent conversations. Number 2. The Confidence Blend. Confidence is one of the most powerful traits a man can have, especially when it's rooted in self-awareness and humility. In Stoicism, true confidence isn't about showing off or demanding attention. It's about embodying a calm, steady presence that speaks louder than words. The key here is to channel inner strength and self-control, two pillars of Stoic philosophy that naturally draw others, including women, towards you. First, let's start with body language. Your posture says a lot about you without a single word. Stand tall, shoulders back, and chin lifted. This simple act reflects a level of self-assuredness that instantly communicates power. You don't need to dominate the room with volume. Instead, you command attention through poise. When you speak to someone, particularly a woman, make steady eye contact, but not too much. The art of balance is essential. Overstaring can feel invasive, so keep it confident yet relaxed. A great example of this comes from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who taught that we should control what we can control. You can't control how others perceive you, but you can control how you present yourself. Confidence in this sense is about controlling your reactions and mastering the way you carry yourself. Practice a firm handshake and offer a genuine smile. These small gestures go a long way in establishing rapport. Next, focus on your voice. Confidence isn't about speaking loudly or trying to dominate every conversation. It's about speaking clearly, at a steady pace, and with purpose. Avoid rushing your words or mumbling. When you take a deep breath before speaking, you create a calm presence that not only reflects inner peace, but also captures attention. The ability to stay composed under pressure is a Stoic trait that women find irresistible. It shows you're in control, no matter the situation. One of the ultimate power moves in conversation is embracing silence. You don't have to fill every pause with words. Silence can be a strategic tool. It builds anticipation, and when you do speak, your words carry more weight. In relationships, this restraint and calm presence can drive women crazy in the best way, because you're not desperate for validation or afraid of silence. You're self-contained, confident, and patient. Finally, remember that real confidence comes from accepting yourself, flaws and all. If you make a mistake, laugh it off. Women are drawn to men who are secure enough to be vulnerable, but strong enough to lead. It's this blend of self-acceptance and steady leadership that creates the confidence blend, a magnetic presence that can't be faked. Number 3, the spark of intrigue. Forget the typical, "Hi, how are you?" that most people use to start conversations. As someone who embodies Stoic principles, your goal is to engage with depth and thoughtfulness. Instead of a generic greeting, use curiosity as your ally. Initiate conversations with an unexpected statement or question that reveals a glimpse of your intriguing mind. For instance, instead of saying something forgettable, you might open with, "I bet you'd rather be the kind of person who enjoys getting lost in a new city rather than staying at a fancy hotel." This type of opener gives her something interesting to think about, and immediately makes the conversation feel different from the usual small talk she's used to. The purpose behind this approach, deeply rooted in Stoic thinking, is not to be different for the sake of it, but to bring authentic value to every interaction. Stoicism teaches that each action should be purposeful, and this applies to your conversations too. When you use curiosity to drive the dialogue, you're inviting her into a space where mundane exchanges are replaced by thoughtful engagement. You're not just starting a conversation, you're sparking intrigue. To truly master this power move, you must hone your ability to observe the world around you, a practice Stoics value. Pay attention to the little things, details that others might overlook. Maybe she's holding a book you've read, or there's a vibrant energy in the environment. Use these observations to create a meaningful conversation opener. For example, if she's reading a book you know well, you might say, "I'm curious, what's your take on that plot twist in the 3rd chapter?" This not only shows you're paying attention, but also invites her to engage in a conversation that goes beyond surface-level chit-chat. When crafting your questions, make them open-ended to encourage her to share more. The goal is to go deeper than the typical exchanges she experiences. Instead of asking, "Do you like music?" ask, "What's the last concert that completely blew you away?" Questions like this foster storytelling, drawing her into a more engaging discussion that allows her to express herself. As a Stoic, you're mindful of the power of words, and by asking meaningful questions, you create a dynamic where the conversation becomes memorable. Don't be afraid to be playfully provocative either. Stoicism values balance and emotional control, so while you should remain respectful, adding a slight challenge keeps things lively. A comment like, "I bet you can't go a whole day without checking your phone," might spark a fun debate without crossing any lines. It's all about maintaining a tone that is both lighthearted and stimulating, creating a sense of playful tension that keeps her engaged. Stoicism teaches us not to react impulsively, but to respond thoughtfully. And this approach ensures that your conversation stays balanced, never confrontational. The real Stoic power here lies in your ability to remain composed and present throughout the conversation. You're not just making small talk. You're cultivating an interaction where she feels intrigued and eager to learn more about you. Your calm confidence, combined with your thoughtful words, will leave a lasting impression. She'll find herself thinking about the conversation long after it's over, wondering what else you have up your sleeve. Incorporating Stoicism into this dynamic allows you to maintain control of the interaction while still showing genuine interest. By leading with curiosity, being present, and offering thought-provoking insights, you become the person she can't stop thinking about. The combination of your calm demeanor and intriguing conversation will drive her crazy with curiosity, leaving her wanting more every time she interacts with you. If you've made it this far and found this video valuable, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below saying, "Leading with curiosity," to let us know how this content has resonated with you. Your feedback means a lot and helps us create even more helpful content. Thanks for your support. Now, let's continue. Incorporating Stoicism into this dynamic allows you to maintain control of the interaction while still showing genuine interest. By leading with curiosity, being present, and offering thought-provoking insights, you become the person she can't stop thinking about. The combination of your calm demeanor and intriguing conversation will drive her crazy with curiosity, leaving her wanting more every time she interacts with you. If you've made it this far and found this video valuable, we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below saying, "Leading with curiosity," to let us know how this content has resonated with you. Your feedback means a lot and helps us create even more helpful content. Thanks for your support. Now, let's continue. Number 4. The Emotional Magician. In a world where many men seem emotionally detached, being an emotional magician is one of the most powerful moves you can make to drive a woman crazy. From a Stoic perspective, mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring them. Instead, it's about being fully aware of what you feel and channeling those emotions in a balanced, intentional way. This control over your emotions, combined with the ability to express them openly, is a true demonstration of inner strength and confidence. It's what separates you from the rest and makes you irresistibly appealing. Imagine most men as emotional deserts, dry, predictable, and monotonous. But you can be different. You can be the emotional oasis she craves. Instead of hiding behind a Stoic mask of indifference, allow yourself to experience and express a full range of emotions authentically. This doesn't mean you need to overshare or be overly sentimental. It's about finding the balance between vulnerability and strength. Being in tune with your feelings and showing them in a mature, controlled way creates an atmosphere of trust and connection. Instead of simply saying you're good or bad, try expanding your emotional vocabulary. Are you feeling content, nostalgic, or maybe even uneasy? The more precise you are with your emotions, the better you can communicate them. If you're feeling stressed about a work presentation, admit it confidently. Share your concerns, but do so from a place of self-assurance. When you can express your vulnerabilities while maintaining your composure, it shows emotional depth, which is highly attractive. Let's say you're out on a date, and she asks how your day went. Instead of the usual, "It was fine," take it deeper. Maybe you felt anxious about a project, but also relieved once you made progress. Talk about how you managed those feelings. This demonstrates that you're not just in touch with your emotions, but you've mastered them. This level of emotional intelligence is what draws women in, because it shows you're grounded, yet human. But being an emotional magician isn't just about your own feelings. It's about creating a space where she feels safe to express hers. This is where you can truly set yourself apart from the average guy. When she shares her thoughts or concerns, listen without judgment. Acknowledge her feelings, even if you don't fully understand them. Use empathy to see things from her perspective. Ask questions like, "How did that situation make you feel?" Or, "What was going through your mind when that happened?" These simple gestures show that you care about her inner world, making her feel valued and understood. This ability to connect emotionally transforms ordinary interactions into powerful, meaningful moments. It makes you not just another guy she's dating, but a partner in navigating life's ups and downs together. When you become that emotional anchor, it drives women crazy because you offer something rare: authentic connection, emotional maturity, and unwavering confidence. In the end, being an emotional magician is about mastering your inner world while making space for hers. It's a Stoic power move that sets you apart, making her realize that with you, she can experience the full spectrum of life's emotions without fear or hesitation. And that, my friend, is something no woman can resist. Number 5. The value spiral. In the game of attraction, many focus on what they can get from women: validation, attention, or affection. But to truly stand out and have women captivated, shift your focus entirely. Adopt a Stoic mindset and concentrate on what you can offer, not in terms of material things or grand gestures, but in terms of being a positive, uplifting presence in every interaction. This is where real power lies. Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-control, wisdom, and virtue. And this plays a key role in how you present yourself to others. Start by cultivating a positive mindset, one that sees the good in people and situations, no matter how small. When you walk into a room, don't think about what you can take. Think about what you can contribute. This shift in energy is powerful. It makes you a force to be reckoned with, and people, especially women, will notice the difference. For example, instead of worrying about how you can impress a woman with material things, focus on making her feel understood. Give her your full attention. Practice active listening, not just waiting for your turn to speak, but truly engaging with what she's saying. Compliment her, not just on her appearance, but on her character, her thoughts, and her ideas. When you notice something genuinely admirable, say it. That small act of appreciation can have a big impact. Be generous, but remember, it's not all about money. Share your time, wisdom, and connections. If you hear about a job opportunity that might be perfect for a friend, pass it along. If you read an article that reminds you of someone's interests, send it to them. Build a reputation as someone who solves problems and lifts others up. For example, if she's stressed about a project, offer ideas or resources that could help her, or connect her with someone who can. By becoming a source of value, you naturally create a magnetic pull. Women are drawn to men who make them feel better, inspired, and genuinely supported. You're not chasing, you're attracting. This is one of the most powerful Stoic moves you can make, being so centered in your own values and purpose that people, especially women, can't help but be drawn to your presence. When you focus on being valuable rather than seeking validation, you stand out in a world where most people are only concerned with themselves. Women will feel this shift, and it will drive them crazy in the best possible way. They'll want to be around you, not because of what you can give them materially, but because of how you make them feel. That's the true power of Stoicism in action. If this resonates with you, please show your support by liking this video and leaving a comment below with the word "Maintain my value." Your engagement helps us spread these timeless Stoic principles to others who may benefit from them. Now, let's continue. Number 6. The Uncertainty Maestro. As someone who follows Stoic principles, maintaining control over your emotions while keeping things fresh is a true power move. But here's the key. Unpredictability doesn't mean you become unreliable or play games. It's about striking a balance, being consistent while injecting a little spontaneity into the relationship. This thoughtful unpredictability can make her feel excited, keep her guessing, and ensure she's always interested in what you'll do next. Let's take something simple as sending a "good morning" text every day. Sure, it's a nice gesture, but over time, it can lose its spark. Instead, mix it up. One day, skip the text and give her a quick call to share a funny story or something inspiring from your day. Or better yet, surprise her by showing up with her favorite coffee. These little variations in your routine show that you're not stuck in the same old patterns. They remind her that you are creative, thoughtful, and always evolving. Stoicism teaches us that growth comes from stepping out of our comfort zones. Apply this philosophy in your relationship by planning unexpected but meaningful experiences. Instead of the usual dinner date, invite her to a cooking class where you both learn to make something new together. Or plan a spontaneous picnic in the park with no special occasion needed. These moments don't just break the monotony. They show you're willing to invest time and energy into making the relationship exciting and full of surprises. When it comes to conversations, don't just stick to the usual "how was your day?" Instead, throw in something unexpected. Maybe you share a quote that's been on your mind, like Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Sharing this type of wisdom not only keeps the conversation interesting, but it also shows her that you're reflective and thoughtful. You're not just a guy who gives the same predictable answers, you're someone with depth, and that's incredibly attractive. Another way to master unpredictability is by making spontaneous plans. For example, instead of announcing your next date, simply tell her to be ready and take her on a surprise trip. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. Maybe a drive to a scenic spot or an unexpected stop for ice cream. Or imagine planning a weekend getaway, but keeping the destination a secret until you're halfway there. These moments of unpredictability make her feel like you're capable of creating unique and memorable experiences, rather than just following the usual relationship script. Remember, unpredictability isn't just about big gestures. It can be as simple as switching up your daily routines. If you always meet at the same cafe, suggest a new spot. If your evenings are usually spent watching movies, surprise her with a ticket to a live event. It's the thought behind these small shifts that makes a big impact. You're telling her, without words, that you're paying attention and actively working to keep things exciting. But here's where Stoic wisdom comes in. While unpredictability is key, it should always be grounded in trustworthiness. You don't want to swing too far into unpredictability and become someone who is unreliable. A Stoic man remains centered and dependable, even while adding elements of spontaneity. This balance is what sets you apart. She can count on you, but she never knows exactly what exciting thing you'll do next. Think about the power of unpredictability as a tool to deepen attraction. When she's constantly wondering what you'll do or say, she's engaged. She'll find herself thinking about you, waiting for your next move, and wondering what you're planning next. And because you maintain a foundation of consistency and trust, this unpredictability isn't anxiety-inducing. It's exhilarating. You're both steady and spontaneous, the kind of man who keeps the relationship alive with creativity and thoughtful surprises. Another powerful way to incorporate unpredictability is by stepping out of your comfort zone together. Suggest activities that are new to both of you, like taking a dance class or trying a new sport. Even if you're not particularly skilled at these things, the fact that you're willing to try and maybe even fail is incredibly charming. It shows confidence, openness, and a sense of fun. And because Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, you're demonstrating that you're in control of your willingness to take risks and try new things. Ultimately, unpredictability is not about manipulation. It's about keeping things interesting and fresh while maintaining the values of respect, consistency, and thoughtfulness. When you master this blend of spontaneity and stability, she'll be drawn to your energy. She'll always be excited to see what you'll do next, because you've shown that you're not just another predictable man stuck in his ways. You're someone who is constantly growing, learning, and making the relationship an exciting adventure. Number 7. The art of subtle attraction. Power doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes it lies in subtle actions and silent confidence. The ability to attract without chasing, to intrigue without revealing too much, and to keep her wanting more is a power move that can drive women crazy. The first step to mastering subtle attraction is self-control. Stoics believe in managing emotions and not being swayed by external circumstances. This applies to how you present yourself. When you walk into a room, you don't need to announce yourself or perform for attention. The calm confidence in your stride, the quiet self-assurance in your posture, and the attention you pay to your grooming and attire naturally draw people in. It's about sending a signal of composure, showing that you're a man who values himself, and this is magnetic to women. Take eye contact, for instance. In any interaction, meeting her gaze and holding it just a moment longer than expected creates a powerful, unspoken connection. But don't overdo it. Stoics know the value of moderation. A brief but intentional look says more than an extended stare. It's the simplicity and restraint of this gesture that make it impactful. It's about showing interest, but keeping some mystery intact. Another key aspect is controlling your body language. For example, when you exchange a knowing smile, you're hinting at shared secrets that aren't spoken out loud. This smile is a tool in subtle seduction. It says, "I know something you don't," without ever saying a word. In Stoicism, much of our power lies in restraint. It's this restraint, what you hold back rather than what you offer, that makes others curious and eager for more. Touch, too, follows this principle. A light touch on the shoulder or arm, done casually and respectfully, leaves a lingering effect. It's not about being forward, but about sparking curiosity. A Stoic knows when to act and when to hold back, always aware of boundaries and the comfort of others. This creates a sense of trust and intrigue. Even in conversation, how you use your voice can have a tremendous impact. Lower your voice when speaking about something important or personal. It draws her in, creating an atmosphere of intimacy. The Stoic philosophy teaches us to be intentional in everything we do, and this includes how we speak. When you speak calmly, without rushing or forcing the moment, you maintain control of the situation. It's not what you say, but how you say it that keeps her captivated. Lastly, never underestimate the power of silence. Often, men feel the need to fill every gap with conversation, but a Stoic embraces silence. The moments of quiet between you, thick with unspoken words, can be the most electrifying. These pauses allow tension to build and make the eventual conversation or connection that much more meaningful. To embody subtle attraction, remember this Stoic truth: less is often more. Don't feel the need to reveal everything at once. Let your actions and presence speak for you. Women will be intrigued not by what you say, but by what you withhold. Mastering this art is a power move, one that will keep her thinking about you long after you've left the room. Just like in Stoicism, where the greatest strength is in controlling oneself, subtle attraction is about self-restraint and mastery over your presence. By leaving her wanting more, you tap into a deep well of intrigue that will drive her crazy without ever having to chase. Number 8. The lifestyle beacon. In Stoicism, the key to a fulfilled life is self-mastery and inner strength. And this same principle can be applied when it comes to dating and relationships. Imagine your dating life as the cherry on top of an already awesome cake, an enhancement, not the foundation. Your primary focus should be on building a life so enriching and purposeful that your relationships become a natural outcome, not the goal itself. This mindset keeps you grounded, independent, and confident, which will make you far more attractive in the eyes of others. Begin by discovering what genuinely excites you and fuels your passion. The Stoics believe that pursuing what brings you joy and fulfillment is vital for self-development. What activities make you lose track of time? These pursuits will form the cornerstone of a captivating lifestyle, making you magnetic to others. When you're deeply engaged in something you love, you're not seeking external validation. You're driven by internal fulfillment. If you love music, don't just listen. Learn to play an instrument, attend live performances, or even join a band. If fitness is your thing, push yourself further. Train for a marathon, try new fitness regimes, or enter a competition. Stoic wisdom teaches us to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. So make these passions your pathway to self-improvement. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who come from various backgrounds and have different perspectives. This diversity enriches your life and demonstrates that you're confident and selective about who you let into your world. Moreover, setting ambitious goals is a power move that will capture anyone's attention. Whether you want to launch a business, write a book, or master a new language, the dedication and drive behind your goals speak volumes about your character. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control. And when you're focused on your goals, you radiate a sense of purpose that others find irresistible. Women, or anyone for that matter, are drawn to individuals who have a clear sense of direction and aren't afraid to push their boundaries. Let's say you decide to explore new places or dive into thrilling hobbies like rock climbing or trying exotic foods. These adventures give you amazing stories to share and demonstrate that you're not content with staying in your comfort zone. Stoicism values the courage to embrace discomfort, and living adventurously shows that you're willing to push your limits. This naturally sparks curiosity and intrigue from others. When you share your life, especially on social media, keep it authentic. Don't craft a false image to impress others. In Stoicism, virtue lies in truth and integrity. By being genuine and letting your true passions shine, you're not seeking approval. You're living for yourself. Authenticity makes you magnetic because you're not chasing anyone's validation. You're inviting others into your vibrant, fulfilled world. And when you meet someone new, you're not trying to impress them. You're seeing if they're a good fit for the exceptional life you've built. By focusing on living fully and authentically, you not only embody Stoic wisdom, but also naturally drive women crazy with your independence, confidence, and captivating lifestyle. Your life becomes so intriguing that others can't help but want to be a part of it. As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that the journey through dating isn't just a series of steps, but a deep philosophical exploration of self-mastery and genuine connection. By integrating Stoic wisdom into your dating life, you're not only setting yourself apart, but also enhancing every interaction with meaningful depth and confidence. Remember, true attraction is not about manipulation or pretense. It's about presenting your authentic self in a way that naturally draws others to you. Thank you for joining us as we delved into these transformative strategies. If you found these insights valuable, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe for more content that will elevate your approach to life and love. Share this video with someone who could benefit from these lessons, and leave a comment below, whether it's your thoughts, questions, or simply saying, "Keep it up," to encourage more content like this. Now, don't miss out on the recommended videos on your screen. They're handpicked to further guide you in your quest for growth and mastery in both personal and romantic endeavors. Dive deeper, keep learning, and let's continue to grow together. Remember, the path to becoming a magnetic and wise individual is a continuous journey. Keep striving, keep thriving, and as always, thank you for being part of our community.